Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me.
Happy hump day. My day started on that damn computer, and that's where it's pretty much been all day. I wrote the MPI results and estimate for this car. Got that off to the customer, had a little powwow with him. He's going to make his selections tonight, and then we'll decide what's going to be done and what parts we're going to order. So, quick little Wednesday shop update before I head out, and I think we're going to try on Fuego. Awaiting an MPI. Awaiting its actual wheels. These are borrowed from the Le Mans car. Awaiting calipers, which are now due by the end of the week. Awaiting customer input to decide what's next. Awaiting an available lift to get up and see why this car still floats around like a Buick LeSabre. This was the busy car today. So exhaust back off. That's not good. What happened? Well, your homeboy here apparently didn't get the diff resealed very well. So after a couple hundred miles, we had a little drip right here and a little drip right here. Not acceptable. So diff came back out. We changed the seals. No evidence of anything wrong in there. I've done like 10 of these and have 100% success rate. So we'll have to see how it is now. It's back in. Drive shafts all torqued back up. All we got to do is get the exhaust on again tomorrow. This is in the middle of a thermostat, as we can see. And we're still waiting for the ring that goes in here. So there's a gasket that sits down on the bottom, and then the thermostat sits in there. I always like to replace that ring, so I've been waiting on that. It was supposed to come in today, but they don't have enough drivers, so that's a pain in the ass. But that's all cleaned up and ready to go. These guys are cleaned up and ready to go. We're going to do all those O-rings, obviously, probably about 10 times to get that to not leak. Plenum's off. What do you not see in the shop? There's no cars outside right now. We got 3 Silverstone M5s, 2 Imola red ones, and a Le Mans car. There's no E60s in here. For the first time in about 7 months, that 545 was picked up today and taken down to the sublet. And they discovered a hairline fracture in the larger one of those lifter rocker arm things. So you can't buy just one, you got to buy a whole cylinder bank's worth. So the customer found a used set out of an 03 645 online, so he bought those, which are hopefully the same part number, had them shipped to the sublet. They will get there Friday. Hopefully we'll see the 545 back and running next week. Jeez, that's a lot. I did get an update on my calipers. He's hoping they'll be done by the end of the week. By Friday, I guess they've got a big backlog like everybody else from stuff over the holidays. So small progress. I need to get my car up on the lift, pull the exhaust off like that. And while I'm doing all the brakes and fluid and have a new reservoir and stuff, I'm going to do the clutch soft line that goes, I'm doing the whole thing. So the slave cylinder is going to be replaced, then the curly Q line here, then the little bracket that holds the curly Q line to the slave cylinder, then the soft hose that runs up and in through the firewall, through the chassis, and then along the footwell, and then behind the clutch pedal, it goes up 90 degrees and into the clutch master cylinder at the pedal box. So I'm going to replace all of that, in addition to this heat shield on my car, plus this little heat shield, plus this heat shield. Why? Because I've got washed out holes, and nobody likes that kind, and this one's really screwed up. People have just shoved like screws through it to hold it up because the holes are washed out. So I'm going to replace all that in addition to the clutch stuff. Also, my left muffler has always hung just a touch lower than the right one, and I think it's because the brackets came bent on the Eisenman mufflers. So that'll be a good opportunity to straighten that out and try to make that closer to perfect. 11:05, wrapping up today, Wednesday. Went over to Enfuego tonight. Still no Michael Tiernan. Davey Rocket is still there. I was a little late to the party, but I made it. We had a nice dinner, came back here, watched some Family Guy, Seinfeld, hung out for a little bit. Anyways, wrapping up today. I spent the majority of today staring at a screen, writing the estimates for the last few MPIs. I've got another one to do tomorrow. We've got parts being dropped off. We've got work going on the Le Mans M5. Plenty going on right now, which is good. I am dead. I am really tired of going to bed. This morning I got my COVID booster shot, left arm. So far, the only thing I can feel is if I put my arm up here, just a little bit of discomfort. It'll probably be worse throughout tonight and tomorrow morning. By the end of the day tomorrow, I should be fine. So I'm gonna go sleep. That's the end of Wednesday. I'll talk to you guys on Thursday. Good night.